All right, what's up? Lexi Steele right back at you, the EroticaLA. Now, one thing about porno, adult video, that's always interesting is we look at other movies, other TV shows, and things that have become iconic within American culture, and we put our own little spin on it. And it's generally very entertaining as well as very exciting. Now, today I'm sitting with two individuals who participated in one of the largest, biggest productions of 2009, and they're going to tell you a little bit about who they are and what they've done.
My name is Thomas Ward, a.k.a. T. Ward, a.k.a. Cliff Huxtable, and Not the Cosbys XXX. You can check us out. It's going to be the hottest porn comedy ever. I don't care, ever. And, yo, check it out, man. Everybody should laugh before they jack off. You should, while you're jacking off, you should laugh every once in a while. It makes it a little more intense when you laugh a couple times and you beat one out. You know what I mean?
That's no doubt. I can attest to that. Now, your name is Miss Monica Foster. Is that correct?
Yes, sir, it is. My name is Monica Foster of www.monicaf.com, and I play Claire in Not the Cosbys XXX.
Wait. Now let's slow this down. Ladies and gentlemen, these are the individuals that played the parents that we all grew up wanting to be children of. This is Cliff Huxtable, and this is Claire Huxtable. Now let's go back to that. Now, I'm going to give this to you. Tell me about what was it like when you guys had to take on the roles of the Cosbys, because we all identify with them from having watched them on TV for so many years. How did you embody, how did you personify that?
Okay, first off, I've been imitating Cosby since like '96. I'll come from stand-up comedy. I've been on Def Comedy Jam, BET's Comic View. I was part of a 4-man sketch comedy troupe called The Other Level, where we did like a whole season of like Motown Live, and I did this whole Cosby thing. But I've been doing it for a while, so it was pretty easy for me to grasp it. But the other actors on the set, man, they did a hell of a job, because I know traditionally it's not a lot of dialogue in adult films.
No, not yet.
But I mean, like Monica and Misty Stone and Tyler Knight and T. Real, I mean, they really pulled it off. I think it's going to take acting in adult films to another level. I think a lot of times companies now, they're going to try to go for the actors that, you know, that can really perform, that can kind of act a little bit. Because I think this takes it to me being a mainstream actor, coming in doing a non-sex role, I think kind of married the industries a little closer together, because you're getting a lot of porn actors and porn actors is crossing over into mainstream, you know, so I crossed over into porn in a non-sex role. So I'm hoping that it'll kind of bridge the gap a little bit, take the stigmas away from porn, because I done met a lot of nice people like Monica. She's very intelligent. This is one of the smartest people I've ever met, along with her being very beautiful. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, it's all about taking it to the next level. Scott David and Jeff Mullen, they got a really good vision. They got a real good thing going on, all media play, and I wanted to be a part of it. You know what I mean?
Let me ask Monica something. Now, Monica, playing the role of Claire Huxtable, right? Now, you're very, very sexy, but Claire Huxtable had a particular sexuality that was somewhere between MILF, as in mother I'd like to, okay, and then pure, mature sexuality. Now, aside from the fact that you're a great performer, because you and I have actually worked together, ladies and gentlemen, she puts in work, best believe, right? But
how many days you spend in the hospital? How many days you spend in the hospital? Only
one. But now, what I want to ask you, Monica, since you did that role, which was one of the most momentous roles of 2009, have there been other opportunities within plot-driven, feature-oriented movies? Because as a black woman in the industry, these opportunities are few and far between.
Exactly. You know, you just brought up a very good point. You know, when I was first approached to do this particular role, I actually, I kind of double thought it. You know, I thought to myself, you know, if it hadn't been done by X-Play, then I probably would not have taken the role. They did it with such class, style. You know, when I had to play the Claire character, I actually, believe it or not, I drew upon my own, you know, family life growing up. You know, I kind of grew up in a household that was akin to the Huxtable household. You know, it was,
see, all porn actresses aren't from broken homes, motherfuckers.
No, we're not. I actually come from a very liberal environment. You know, my parents, both of them know what I do for a living. At first they were surprised, but I've always been the wild one in the family, so they're not overly surprised. But you're right. Claire's character was a MILF, but she wasn't just, you know, like, hi, I'm a sexy woman. I think her sexuality came from her intelligence. You know, she was obviously a very sexual woman. She had a house full of children, but she also was someone who didn't just rely on her sex appeal to get by in life. She was an attorney. She was somebody who was able to, you know, use her charisma to further herself and her family. I was actually very honored to be cast as the character of Claire. But as far as there being other opportunities for ethnic women in the industry, unfortunately they are very few and very far between. Aside from Mercenary Pictures, West Coast Productions, I really can't think of that many adult companies that are producing on a regular basis movies which do feature ethnic women in a positive light. That is something that does need to change. I hope that, you know, in a few years I can be somebody that can be instrumental in changing that. I do hope to, you know, at some point in the next couple of years get behind the camera into the production element of the industry. But I think it's a shame that there are so many beautiful women of color in this industry who are not being utilized by some of the top companies. You have companies like Digital Playground, Wicked, Vivid, who I think, oh, I'm sorry. I should,
you know,
I just got one question. What they got a heat on in here, nigga?
I'm sorry.
Look, the revolution will not be televised. One of the things that we touched on the fact that adult and mainstream are in some ways coming together. Now, well, let me ask you, where else? What do you have coming up? Where can we see you in the mainstream side? We know we can see you in the Cosby, but now where can we catch you? What project?
I'm actually on my way to Chicago to shoot a movie with a filmmaker friend of mine. I'm a filmmaker, and right after that I'll be coming back to LA to shoot my feature film that I wrote back in like 2003 when I was in Vegas performing as Cosby doing his stand-up. I wrote a film about porn, about a guy who's a mainstream actor and he starts doing a little amateur porn, you know, and it does a little better than he thinks it does, and it makes him kind of worried because he still wants to have this mainstream career, and he falls in love with one of the performers that he meets. So it's kind of one of those twists and turns. In short, he doesn't get the girl, but he gets everything else he wants. And it's a comedy. It's pretty funny, and it's going to really shed a lot of light on a lot of things in porn that people don't know about. It's really going to humanize porn. People like really see, you know, that people in porn are regular people. They got jobs, and you know, they live in a nice house, and they got, you know what I mean? It's really, you know, going to show. And that's one of the biggest reasons why I did this film, was because it'll give me a lot of insight, and it'll let me meet people like yourselves, and you know, I won't be coming from a perspective of what I think. You know, because actually I met one porn girl, which gave me kind of the basis for the idea of it, because it's based on a true story. I was with a porn actress.
Oh, he had it right the first time. You heard it.
I didn't know I could say. Well, I fucked the porn actress, and she was like, "Damn, nigga, you got a big ass dick. You should be in porn." But I was like, this was like in the mid '90s, before, you know what I mean, before it's as wide open as it is now. So, you know, I was like, I'm a real actor, bitch. Get the fuck out of here. So I'm like, shit. But you know, as it's progressed, I mean, and the lines, like I said, they come closer together, it's not a big deal anymore. So that's kind of what the basis for the movie was, is that I actually was with this porn chick, and she was like, damn, and I was like, damn, that's a good concept, but you know, you know.
As they come to say in other sports, other events, I could have been a contender. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, I am very pleased to have spoken with these two wonderful individuals. Once again, the wonderful leading cast members of one of the largest movies of this year, 2009. The names once again are
Thomas Ward, T Ward. Check me out on MySpace /T Ward-ish.
And Monica Foster of MonicaF.com.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, peace.